Okay, we're ready.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Tuesday, May 18th Montgomery County Commission meeting. This meeting is being conducted by video conference via zoom.us due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This meeting will be live streamed on the county's Facebook page at Montgomery County, will be available on local public access television, DATV, and will be posted on the county's website at www.mcohio.org per guidelines approved by House Bill 197 and extended by House Bill 404. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Rice,
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman,
Here.
Commissioner Dodge.
Here. Okay. County Engineer, Paul.
Okay, good afternoon, Commissioners, Administrator, ladies and gentlemen. We have a number of resolutions today. First is Resolution 21-554 to authorize an agreement with Shell and Meyer Associates, Inc. for the salt storage facility project at a cost not to exceed $35,000 through June 30th of 2022. 555 is to advertise for the Baltimore-Phillipsburg Road Bridge Reconstruction Project in Clay Township at an estimated cost of $350,000. 556 is to set the dates of June 8th, 2021 and June 22nd, 2021 for public hearings concerning the adoption of standards governing the conveyance of real property in Montgomery County. And we have a couple of agreements, modifications. 557 is with Barge Design Solutions, Inc. for professional engineering services for the Chute Mill 14.66 Road Reconstruction Project in Harrison Township by changing the cost center and adding $359,380 to the original amount for a revised total of $644,640 and extending the date through June 30th of 2024. This is for doing the detailed design of the project. And 558 is with Stantec Consulting Services, Inc. for the 3rd Street Bridge project by extending the date to December 31st of 2021.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. A quick question, Paul. The 3rd Street Bridge is just coming along great, isn't it?
It is,
I mean,
yeah, it
looks
is
good,
on schedule and coming great. We're gonna have a couple change orders coming up on it, but it's going just great, on schedule.
Good, good. County Administrator, Michael.
Thank you, Commissioners. Paul, great job on the bridge. Under the
Thank
clerk's office, we have approved the minutes of the meetings on May 11th, 2021, Resolution 559, approval of bills, and Resolution 560, approval of travel and expenses. Both of those lists are available in the clerk's office.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Administrative Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have just a handful of resolutions for you today and one late item. The first resolution is 561. This is the approval of personnel actions. This list is available in the clerk's office. 562 authorizes an agreement with Schindler Elevator Corporation through a Sourcewell cooperative contract to provide escalator maintenance services at the administration building in an amount not to exceed $179,103.72 through August 24th of 2024, and to provide elevator maintenance services at the jail in an amount not to exceed $15,750 through December 31st of 2021. The next two resolutions request proposals. The first is 563 for courtroom audio and visual recording system for the Common Police Court. And 564 is correctional healthcare services for the Sheriff's Office. The next two resolutions authorize purchases. The first is 565 to Leeds Precision Instruments Incorporated for optical forensic equipment for the Miami Valley Crime Lab in an amount not to exceed $77,637.37. And 566 to Dell Marketing LP for Microsoft Office 365 E3, E5, Power BI, and Visio Online renewal licenses for BCC IT at a cost not to exceed $115,293.24. The late item is Resolution 584, and this authorizes an agreement with Sedgwick Claims Management Services Incorporated for property and casualty third-party claims administration services for the Risk, Safety, and Emergency Management Department at a cost not to exceed $30,000 through October 31st of 2021.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Environmental Services, Matt.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I have 8 resolutions today. First one is Resolution 567 to rescind Resolution 21-0220, which authorized a supplemental loan agreement with the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency and the Ohio Water Development Authority for the Sanitary Conveyance and Treatment Improvements Western Regional Project. We're rescinding this. The forms the EPA had us fill out, they were outdated. So we do have the proper forms, which leads us to Resolution 568 to authorize a supplemental loan agreement with the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency and the Ohio Water Development Authority for the Sanitary Conveyance and Treatment Improvements Western Regional Project in the amount of $2,532,680.10. Next forward to amend agreements. 569 is with Double J Construction for construction of the Maple Crest Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project by adding $1,700.60 to the original amount for a revised total of $304,319. 570 RA Consultants LLC for preparation of detailed construction plans and supplemental specifications for the Regent Water Main Replacement Project at a cost not to exceed $126,105 through March 15th, 2023. Resolution 571 with Prime AE Group Incorporated for preparation of detailed construction plans and supplemental specifications for the Dryden Road Water Main Replacement Project at a cost not to exceed $77,112 through March 15th, 2023. And 572 with Trivium Interactive for professional services at a cost not to exceed $130,000 through December 31st, 2021. And the following 2 are to accept subdividers contracts. 573 with MI Homes of Cincinnati LLC for the Washington Glen Section 3 development, and Resolution 574 Trails Partner LLC for the Trails of Saddle Creek Section 12 development.
Hey, Matt, before the commissioners approve, commissioners, if you're okay, I'd like Matt to give us a brief description of Resolution 572, the Trivium Inactive resolution. Matt, if you can talk about that a little bit.
No problem. Yes, as you might imagine, Commissioners, the impact of COVID-19 really restricted the number of students who toured the Environmental Learning Center. Since the ELC opened in 2014, we've averaged about 3,000 students per year, but last year we only saw 400. So our education and outreach team, led by John Manier, they're forced to think outside the box once these tours and events were shut down. And they came up with this idea we should create an interactive, animated virtual tour of our solid waste campus, guided by no other than our solid waste mascot, Kirby the Cardinal. This is what Trivium will be developing for us. It's exciting for our department to reach kids in this new digital manner. Plus, it increases our accessibility. Once completed, the tour will be available through a link on our website.
Mhm.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
Thank-
that's great. That's great. Thank you.
I move for approval.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
OMB, John.
Hi, good afternoon. I need an interactive tutorial for budget amendments. Pat, if you can help me out. We have 4 resolutions for your approval. 575 to authorize appropriation amendments. 576 to authorize additional appropriations. 577 to authorize cash transfers. And 578 authorize appropriation amendments by transfer from general fund contingencies.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Business Services, Chris.
Good afternoon. Under Business Services, 210579, amend the agreement with Kathy Storm to provide veterinary services for the Animal Resource Center by adding $1,600 to the original amount for a revised total of $9,600 through December 31st, 2021. And we are pulling 210580.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, under County Commissioners, 21-0581, appoint Sarah Woodhull to serve on the Dayton Metro Library Board through May 31st, 2028. 0582, appoint Michael Moyer, Jackson Township, to the Community Development Advisory Committee through December 31st, 2023. 0583, reappoint Jeff Gore, John Applegate, Keith Johnson, Eric Smith, Sonia Keaton, Jesse Lytle, John Morris, Steve Wolf, and Georgianne Gotzi to the Community Development Advisory Committee through December 31st, 2023.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Under comments by citizens, I have a proclamation I want to read. It is World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development. It's an annual observation held on the 21st day of May, inviting people of all backgrounds to celebrate cultural diversity and unity. And whereas the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development was created in 2001 by resolution of the United Nations General Assembly. And whereas the COVID-19 pandemic has canceled cultural events and has kept citizens from celebrating cultural diversity, from traveling and more. And whereas the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development is a day that transcends differences, bringing together citizens from all backgrounds. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio encourages all citizens to come together and recognize the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development, and does hereby designate May 21st, 2021 as World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development right here in Montgomery County, signed by the 3 county commissioners. So I think this is going to be a nice event. I wonder if there's going to be anything downtown. Has anybody heard?
I don't know.
I don't think so this year, Judy. I don't think so. Is Cindy, it's Cindy join us? Cindy Davidson, did she join us on the call? Or she said she was
No.
going to.
Oh, no.
So I think she's watching.
Good.
So spearheaded that. Boy, we all have feedback now. And I don't think there's going to be an event now, but
Okay.
probably bigger and better next year.
Yes.
Oh,
definitely.
she's commenting online. Charlie just told me. So can you look at that, Emily, and see what she's saying? Or not?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay.
She said, "Thank you, commissioners. So proud."
Great.
Good.
Thanks,
Good.
Cindy.
Okay. Next up, comments by county administrator.
Thank you, commissioners. Commissioners, we've been working as a county to make sure that our citizens are more informed and that are able to get emergency notifications. And so Montgomery County has a new emergency notification service called Code Red, and our emergency management system and the emergency management team has been working very hard on this new notification. This notification allows our citizens to sign up and receive emergency management alerts specific to their neighborhood. Severe weather, hazardous material situations, and other emergencies are better handled when you have current information on the areas to avoid, when to shelter in place, and when to evacuate, and other steps to take to protect you and your family. With the 2019 Memorial Day tornadoes and the mass shooting and multiple water outages in the same year, our citizens can appreciate the need for emergency notifications. You can sign up for a managed account that will push alerts via email, voicemail, and text based on the address that you provide. So these They're very location-based. Go to our website at www.mcohio.org. Again, that's www.mcohio.org. Click on Departments and Emergency Management. Once you are on the emergency management page, click Receive Emergency Alerts. That will bring you to the Code Red page, and go to click here and follow the prompts. This will get you registered. Now you can also get the app, which is handy if you're on vacation, because this service is offered nationwide. I'd like to encourage everyone to sign up today to keep your family safe. All the details are on our emergency management page at mcohio.org. Again, that's mcohio.org. And I'd also like to thank our emergency management team for making this happen for our public. Commissioners, thank you for your support. We've been working on this for some time, and we think with all the things that are unknown right now in the world, this will give our citizens more certainty on the things they need to know based on the area they live. So thank you again.
Thank you, Michael. This is going to be a nice tool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Great.
one last note from Cindy Davidson. She said, next year we're planning to hold something downtown. We will be celebrating cultures and diversity of all kinds within Montgomery County. So thank you, Cindy. Okay, well, I would like to add that, as we've all heard by now, that Governor DeWine announced last week that the state will stop the participation in the federal government supplemental unemployment benefit. And that extra $300 a week will expire on June 26th. And, you know, I know everyone is very appreciative of that extra money for those who couldn't find employment during the pandemic, or their place of employment ended their work for various reasons. So more and more people have now received their vaccines, and businesses are reopening, and people will be able to start going back to work, we all hope. So for those who are looking for a job, our workforce department is holding another job fair on June 23rd. We are recruiting about 60 local companies with 360 job openings. And we've said this often over the last couple of months, but keep in mind, we also have job training grants for up to $15,000 to train for the in-demand industries like IT, healthcare, transportation, and aerospace. So if you go to thejobcenter.org, you will see what kind of grants are available to you. And there is information on there for job seekers as well as careers for our youth as young as 14. We also have links for employers who need help finding talent. And so I encourage everyone to keep going to this site, see what's happening there, find jobs, find careers, and we will have more information on that June 23rd job fair and how to sign up very, very soon. That's it for me.
All right. Well, I am to, who remembers last month when our animal care control officers to rescue that dog that was chained up by Wolf Creek? But they couldn't cross the creek, so they called on the Trotwood Fire Department to come help. They came to rescue, and the fire department did rescue that sweet dog. The owner was never found, so the dog was put up for adoption. And happy news, she was quickly adopted. So that's a good news story. There are still plenty of available for adoption right now. 42 dogs to be exact. First, we have Sage, who's been at the shelter since March 28th. He is well behaved. Oh, I love those. And looking for a partner for a game of fetch. He is shy but warms up quickly. Then there's this. She's a little stressed at the shelter and has lost some weight, but her name suggests nicely on a leash, and she politely waits for treats. And with a smile like this, who can resist?
Yeah.
Look at that smile. He's sweet but shy and is a bit of a wall right now, but we know He'll be blossoming into a confident, loving pup when the right person comes along. If you're looking for a furry friend, please consider adopting the ARC and giving these pups new leash on life. So too cute. I miss seeing them come in when we gather.
I like Ricky.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
there's some cuties out there, no question about it. Okay, so this past weekend, we had a styrofoam recycling event at, am I repeating here?
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Anyway, we had the Styrofoam recycling event, our first one, and Environmental Services teamed up with the City of Dayton and Eco Development this past weekend, and we offered our residents a way to properly recycle Styrofoam. As you may know, that material is not accepted in our recycling bins, so it typically gets tossed in the trash. Volunteers from Montgomery County, the City of Dayton, Five Rivers Metro Parks, and others showed up to help with the event. We saw more than 300 cars and had people as far as Minster, Ohio, come for the event. And we were able to fill up the entire semi bed with the styrofoam. So if you missed this, watch, because we're going to have it again, right, Matt? Sometime we're going to do another one. And it's a great event. And, we want to keep that stuff out of the landfill, no question about it. And my understanding, Matt, maybe you can also say something, and that is that once they recycle this eco development, it goes into what, just skateboards, I think I saw, and just other materials. It's very interesting.
Yeah, they condense all this down and shrink it down, and they use it for a lot of different purposes.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I want to thank all the team, the volunteers, most importantly, all the people that came through. So if we keep having that interest, we're going to keep trying to hold this.
It's great. Yeah, and it was a beautiful day too. It was a nice day. Okay, well, I think that's all we have. It just, my usual, don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart. It's not over, folks. It's not over. It's getting close, but it's still not over, and get your vaccine. That's the most important thing. So our next meeting is going to be Tuesday, May 25th at 1:30.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Have a great week.
Mhm.